In today's video, something a little bit different to what I typically do. I'm going to run through with you how much YouTube pays me as a fairly small content creator with a channel of under 5,000 subscribers. In fact, at the time of filming this, I've got about 3.7k. So it's a pretty small channel in comparison to some of the others out there. Now, I see a lot of big YouTubers do this type of video and they're earning tens of thousands of dollars or pounds in advertising revenue. So I thought I would do my own video, keeping it real to what an average content creator makes, because the majority of channels on this platform actually have under 10,000 subscribers. Now, a couple of things just to mention before we get into the numbers. Number one is that I'm a DJ. I post DJing related content. That is not going to change. I'm not suddenly becoming a YouTube advice guru because I don't actually know enough about this platform. I just thought this would be an interesting one to do, just because you might be a DJ watching this and you want to up your content creation game yourself, or it might be that you're coming from a completely different industry and you might be wanting to start putting content onto YouTube, and everyone has got to start somewhere. So I thought this would be an interesting video to film. And the second quick point to mention is that in this video, I'm going to be speaking very openly and very honestly about money. Now, I know that this can make some people feel quite uncomfortable. It might even annoy some people. So if that is you and you're not comfortable around the topic of money, then I would perhaps suggest that this is not the video for you, and that's absolutely fine. Just to tag on to that point, I'm also not making this video to flex or to show off or cause any offense. I just thought it might be interesting to put out there in case you're a small content creator and you're wondering or curious as to how much a small content creator might be able to make from YouTube. My intention when I started this YouTube channel, and the primary motivator for me making these videos, is really not to make money. It's to help other DJs. What I would say is though, is that now that I'm monetized, it has enabled me to develop more videos, because everything that I earn from this, I plow back into the channel. There's a DJ controller that I bought last month, the FLX4. I bought that with the money that I earned from YouTube. So by me earning a little bit of money from this channel, it enables me to keep buying products to unbox, review, invest in better equipment to film the videos, etc, etc, etc. So without further ado, let's get into the numbers. Okay, so first and foremost, let's talk a little bit about YouTube monetization and how you actually get monetized on YouTube. In order to make any kind of money from adverts on videos, you need a total of 1,000 subscribers as a minimum and 4,000 watched hours in a year of being on YouTube. So 4,000 hours each year. It's pretty difficult. I know that YouTube have reduced some of the monetization entry requirements for certain features like super chats and a couple of other things. But for the purposes of this video, I'm talking about advertising revenue only. So 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. Now, a lot of people said to me that 1,000 subscribers is easier than the watch time. However, I actually hit the watch time first. Maybe I don't have a very subscribable face or whatever, but yes, I hit it the other way around. So now that's out the way, what you're seeing on screen here is the time it took me to get monetized. You can see here there's no revenue whatsoever. So I started this YouTube channel and started uploading to YouTube from May of 2020, and I earned absolutely nothing from May 2020 right up until January of 2022. So I'm just looking down at my laptop, hence why I'm looking down. So you can see here on this graph, it's a flat line, because I basically did a year and a half of earning no money whatsoever on YouTube because I didn't hit those thresholds. It was in January of 2022 that I then started to be monetized. So let's look at that first month. And here on screen now, you can now see that very first month I was monetized on YouTube, and I earned a grand total of £34.16. Now, YouTube here in the UK, I think it's the same in the US, you need to hit a £60 threshold in order for YouTube to actually pay you into your bank account. So I actually didn't earn Even though I earned money from the videos, I didn't get a payout in January because I didn't hit that £60 threshold. So you can see here along this graph, and again, I'm sorry, I'm looking down at my laptop. On the first sort of couple of days, I earned like a few pence. And then the first kind of real day where I earned over £1 on YouTube was Thursday, January the 13th. I earned £1.75. And it kind of just bounced along, earning kind of £1 here, £2 there, £2 there, which is quite a good one, £1.50 to £2 a day. And that is pretty much my first month on YouTube, £34.16. Now what I'm going to do is have a look at the date range for a 6-month period. So then you can start to see what I was earning on a month-by-month basis. So the graph you are now seeing on screen is what I earned in a 6-month period on YouTube, £381.08. So that averages out at about £63-ish, £63.50 a month. So look, at the end of the day, I'm grateful for even people, you know, supporting the channel. So for me, this was all quite overwhelming and new. I genuinely thought I'd only hit like a few pounds here and there when I was first eligible to join the partner program. So to hit around sort of £60 a month was pretty good for me. Like I was quite happy. Now, if we take this graph a little bit further and look over the course of a whole year, you can see that in my first year of being monetized on YouTube, I earned a whopping £841.85. So not a huge amount, don't get me wrong, I'm not earning thousands on YouTube, and all of the money that I have earned from YouTube, I've reinvested into the channel. I've got some better lighting, I've bought some DJing products along the way, so I've reinvested it. So you could say that really I've actually taken sort of nothing home from YouTube because all the money I've just saved up and bought products with. And my YouTube channel has been pretty consistent, to be honest. Like I've bounced along at sort of between £1 and £3 a day. I hit a bit of a spike back in November of last year, which was really good. I hit like £8 in a day. I don't know what video came out on that week for me to hit that, but yeah, that was my best day on YouTube. What was quite interesting though is actually the beginning of this year, because the first few months of this year, I actually found my earnings going dramatically down on YouTube, and it's only recent that they are sort of picking back up again. So I'm just going to show you a couple more graphs from this year as well, just to show you how actually they've been reduced, and YouTube income is definitely like not guaranteed. So what you can see here now is a graph of this year so far on YouTube. And as I say, the monetization kind of dropped back a little bit. If you can see, there was less sort of £2 days. As I sort of crept along, it was like £1.30, where I was hitting kind of like £1.50, kind of £2. It was like £1.30, £1.70, £1, I barely broke £2, like barely ever in the first half of the year. Now, I do think that this is to do with the amount of advertisers on the platform and the type of content that you're putting out. Obviously, we have gone through a bit of a cost of living crisis here in the UK, and I think a bit of a financial issue abroad as well. So it might be that because I'm advertising DJ products, maybe it's like high-end products, for example, then advertisers aren't so willing to pay. And so far this year, as we come to the end of September, obviously another 9 months, I've actually earned less on the channel so far than what I did last year. It's only recently, like sort of July, August time, where I've been posting regular content once again, where the actual earnings each day have seemed to have gone back up again, which is really quite interesting. I'm not really sure why that is, because I'm still hitting a similar amount of views as what I was getting last year. It's just the earnings have gone up. Now, in terms of different channels and different earnings, if you are a DJing channel, maybe you will earn similar to this, but just because you're posting content and getting similar views does not determine how much you're going to be earning from YouTube. Apparently, from what I hear, finance channels and channels that are promoting wealth, investments, how to get rich, all of those kind of things do actually earn far more money than people that vlog, people that do comedy, people that do entertainment. Basically, YouTube determines what audience is watching those videos, and it places a value on those audience. And I think as well, the countries where people are viewing from can also determine how much you're able to earn. So there we have it, a little bit of an insight. And then finally, just to finish up, what you're seeing on screen now is a bit of a monthly breakdown of how much I'm earning on YouTube. So you can see here, quite recently, I've been hitting kind of £87, £85, which is pretty good. But you can see back earlier this year, January, £46, February, £48. You know, I don't know why the months aren't in order. March, £59. So for a few of these months, I didn't even reach kind of a monthly payout from YouTube. I actually had to wait for 2 months worth of money. And as I say, I'm just grateful that anyone watches my videos at all. I haven't done this channel to make any money. It's not the primary goal. It still isn't today, but of course it does help me to invest more money into products. It helps me to produce more content for you guys. So there we have it, a little bit of an insight into how much I make as a pretty small content creator on this platform. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Is it more than you expected? Is it less? Thank you so much for all of your support as ever. Genuinely, I really do mean it. You know, if I can help one person with each video, then that is enough motivation for me. And I will see you in the next video.